I'm gonna be 100% honest, y'all. I almost didn't redo this one, but I am so pissed off the more I think about it. And then I watched Chicken Pickle, and I know only got a few minutes in before I realized that this is perfect because I know we're gonna have the same energy. I know some of you probably watched the 4 minute diatribe that I had earlier about this, so I might repeat some of that again because this heifer is crazy. But let's get into it. And credit to Chicken Pickle and once again Unicorn Pondu. I absolutely adored the edit you did for the original one I did. But honestly speaking, Chantal made me so mad in this. I needed somebody else who matches my level of energy for this level fuck shit. So I'm gonna load up Chicken Pickle and get this started because I don't want this to be too long. But I'm angry, y'all. Heads up, especially after she decided to go after something that now I know she watches my vids. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Come on.
What? What is this? Pathetic. She's so fat, she's so gross, she will never find love. Pathetic. The only one
It's a
who
bop
belongs
still.
this woman is the good Lord up above, proud and pathetic. She will never change, she will always stay the same. Pathetic and insane. Pathetic. Belly scary, he no carry.
Damn, I'm jet lagged.
Pathetic.
Hello, you skinny legend gherkins. So I spent most of this morning editing all the crap content Chantal has been putting out to get caught up to current. She then uploaded this 6-piece fried chicken, buns, and slaw mukbang. I figured it would be another worthless mukbang, but when
Nope.
I watched it, I immediately scrapped the edits I had.
And not to interrupt Chicken Pickle, but I don't blame her. Anybody who watched this and didn't get infuriated, matter of fact, I went right back after my Bonnet Chronicles to FFG because I knew by then she got up to this part. And I think we all are pretty much feeling the same fuck you heifer energy after this. Because, oh my God, this enraged me. So much so that the initial 20 minutes that I recorded watching a portion of Unicorn Pondu's, I was just raging towards the end of it. I had to stop. I had to tap out. So I'm glad this is more condensed now too. And with Chicken Pickle's commentary, I think I'll be able to get through this. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna make you mad. If you love your kitty babies and your doggy babies, if you just love your fur babies, this is gonna make you mad. Just a heads up, just a warning.
Sorry, gherkins, we're jumping straight into this one because this animal neglecting piece of shit just got me heated, and we're
Yep,
going to talk about it.
same.
Hold on to your chef's hats because I'm coming out swinging.
Good.
Today I'm having fried chicken and french fries with some buns, and I don't have butter though, so I don't know why.
Why the fuck why would you need butter? Why would you need but those are hamburger buns, man. Like I already said it earlier, so I know I'm repeating myself, but you don't need any more cholesterol in those already clogged arteries, Petunia.
Keep them for hamburgers or something.
I see we've ordered 2 complete meals. Why would you need butter for hamburger buns? Always gotta add extra fat where it's not needed.
Some
Mm-hmm.
french fries. So Knife was having a deal where you get 2 3-pieces for
Ma'am, does it really matter? 2 3 pieces is normally 2 meals for 2 people. It's not 2 meals for one. The fact that you're telling us that you spent this amount of cheap money allegedly on fried chicken, but enough fried chicken that's normally for 2 or more people, I don't know who you're trying to impress, but you sure is not impressing my fat ass, and I normally like chicken.
3 KD something, so there was like a sale on it.
Does she not know she can give one of those meals to Salah?
I guess not.
Just because you get 2 for the price of one doesn't mean you need to shove both of them down your throat at the speed of light. But that's exactly what we're about to do.
I hope you can hear me. You know what, guys? I'm going back to sitting on the floor. I don't
Oh,
like sitting on the
shocker.
couch. I don't know
Shocker.
why.
I don't like sitting on my couch, guys. I want to give you the illusion that I'm actually doing something about my weight as I shovel copious amounts of food and sugary drinks. And even though I'm pre-diabetic, y'all, if I sit on the floor and I angle the camera, maybe you'll think the hijab Spanx is keeping me looking slim. Sorry, honey, not everybody who doesn't lose weight can't look full in the face. I'm sorry that my face doesn't look as full as yours. Yeah, I'm being nasty tonight, y'all. You'll hear why soon. Stupid. Oh, she gets
When I'm doing mukbangs.
No, we do not like this setup. Not even because you're sitting on the floor, but because you're
exactly.
so lazy you can't unwrap your food before turning on the camera.
No
so we have to sit
production
here
quality.
for 5 minutes
Exactly.
watching those hamburger helper gloves struggle to unwrap multiple entrees and squirt ketchup packets directly onto the table. You make everything you eat look unappetizing because you slop it onto a cellophane wrapped laptop box and then drop it all over yourself while you cram it down your throat. The majority of the time, your unspayed cat is sitting in front of the camera, obstructing the view and losing hair directly into your 24 ounces of dipping sauces. I hope that helps.
And this is why I needed Chicken Pickle's energy. Like I said, I originally was watching Unicorn Pondu, and I still think that not only does he give insightful, witty stuff, and his edits make a lot of this tolerable, but the level of energy that this stream gave me, I'm glad Chicken Pickle came in swinging. I'm feeling the energy of that right now.
I'm having Kinza.
No one cares.
From KSA.
If you were really boycotting soda, no, because she's doing this on purpose. You were really boycotting for Palestine, your fucking ass wouldn't be on YouTube. You heifer. This is gonna gross you out. It's gonna gross you out.
This chicken is amazing.
You nasty. Diabetic. Overstuffing your face heifer. Why do you think people would care about this? We are sitting here slowly, watching you slowly eat yourself to death. You don't even make it interesting. Okay, you like the sound of the chicken skin. Who cares? Get to the part that's gonna make us mad already. Please. Hungry heifer over here. Really?
I've never seen her have an orgasm over her homemade food that she claims is so much better. Had a grocery haul a couple of days ago with enough food for a family of 12, but immediately orders out. Never change, Chantal.
No, or change just a little bit and not act like every bit of gross, greasy food you shove down your gullet is better than sex, because we know you ain't getting sex now, girl. The faces you make eating greasy fucking chicken from somebody else's hands that you don't even know what they put into it. Just say you're not being touched.
Yeah. What are you guys having for dinner?
None of your business. But I'm telling you, when I did have dinner, because this is later on in the evening, way healthier, not deep fried, and not going to put on pounds that I'm trying to shed like this shit is going to do to you. But I'm not trying to die a death fat.
Let's try that.
What the fuck? Did she just put ranch dressing? Because I was so heated about the cat thing that should be coming up soon that I forgot that she literally took the chicken off the bone, put it between the bun with ranch dressing and bit it. Ew. Ew. Like, fucking ew. I can't. The levels of gross right now. Throwing up in my mouth. You fucking hell. I forgot about that part too. I was so enraged over the Julia stuff that I legit forgot that she picked up a bun in her mitts and bit it. Oh Jesus, why? What is she eating? What? Is the void that deep? Go home to Canada, Chantal. Let me keep this going. I don't want to be up all night yelling at this heifer.
I'm so hungry.
Are
I don't know
you?
why.
Because it's a tapeworm. It's either a tapeworm, you're eating your feelings, or you're just a greedy, disgusting person. But you keep saying you don't know why you binge eat like this. Stop it. You're not avoiding the TOS, and I really hope they nail you soon. She's good for my diet. Can I just say this? 100%. She is good, and I'm going to let Chicken Pickle add to this too. She is good. If you are on a weight loss journey, and I don't care where you are, if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate or whatnot, watch this chick shovel in food to cope for her feelings and tell me it doesn't put you off. If you are even insane or sane, if that watching the way she eats doesn't put you off, I don't know, man. Cause ugh.
I want you guys to understand that I am 5 minutes into this video, and I have cut out well over half of that time. That was nothing more than her manically ripping that chicken to shreds and shoveling it in her mouth.
And I'm gonna thank you, Chicken Pickle, Unicorn Pondu, Girl World, Girl Please. So many of you have taken and condensed this down. I've seen a lot of you take this torture session and get it down to a more palatable thing and add in your commentary. But this, I'm bracing y'all. If you stick with me for this react, I am warning you. You've seen it in the 4-minute video that I did. It's gonna make you mad. It's not even the ring thing, because I will probably get to that too. It is the way she treats that cat. Brace yourself.
She is ravenous, and eating this as though she has been stranded on a deserted island for a week with no food.
Exactly.
I should address this. I see a lot of people commenting about, you can have money for this, but you don't have money for this. Why can't people mind their business?
Yes, because you are 40 years old. You put your fucking life out on YouTube. You have been documented so badly that last night I literally fell asleep to some other Canadian YouTuber chronicalizing your history, because you were chronically online. You put all your fucking business out there, and you thought, well, maybe if I delete it, I won't get caught. Wrong. So you are probably outside the weirdo that I really don't want to name him because he's like Beetlejuice, chronicalized YouTuber. Is what you get. But also, don't put your shit out there if you don't want people to talk about it, dum dum.
About how people spend money. Okay, my fault, because
yeah,
I brought up the cat. I did that video of her.
It ain't just the cat. It's the fact that you 40 years old, sitting on the floor, eating fast food, you don't have utensils, you wanted to do a cooking show, you didn't have cookware. You get mad at us for calling that shit out, but you put yourself in front of a camera. So yeah, we called it out. It ain't just about the cat, but you're about to say some fuck shit about your cat that made me blink.
About the vet. Okay.
You're right. It is your fault. You share information, like a video of your cat in heat, and then you expect nobody to comment on it after the neglect you showed your cats in the past. That's not how this works. You are a public figure. The information you share publicly is not only allowed, but expected to be criticized.
Because I see a lot of...
At worst yet, you're a public figure by choice. Now, I get that there are some actors and actresses that they become famous, they play characters, and people want to involve themselves in their lives, and they try to have that boundary between their private life and their public life and all that bullshit. It's a different beast. What you do is put all your fuck shit out there, and then you don't want anybody to call you out on that. Fuck you, Chantal. I don't even care anymore.
A lot of comments like, you have money for a new car, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
You were bragging after you gave a whole ass, stupid ass speech about being modest a couple of mukbangs ago. I don't even want to go backwards because I can't stand the sound of you chewing enough to care enough to go backwards. But I'm pretty sure you were playing the little pious petunia not that long ago about, we don't need money, y'all. We're living a modest life. Then not even 2 streams later, we're getting a new car. You can't have it both ways. You can't be broke and fancy. You just can't, because you can't pull it off. You're not interested enough.
But not to get your cat fixed.
Okay. Sound.
Not getting my cat fixed right now is not a money issue.
Bullshit.
For once, I actually believe her.
I
don't think it's a money issue at all. I think it's a mix between lazy and neglectful cat ownership that results in her not giving a shit about her cat's health.
Okay, I agree with that then. But I do think it's a money issue too. But I do think it on spot Chicken Pickle. But I do think it's a money thing too because it's a sore spot for her. If it wasn't, she wouldn't bring it up. She would have laughed it off. Bitch is broke. She can't help it. And I get it. Money is tight for everybody around the world. It would be more relatable if you could be like that. But no, you're trying still to live a life that we know you don't live. And I'm going to keep calling it out because I know you watch. And how do I know you watch? We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Because Chantal doesn't even care about her own health.
I don't mean to sound snooty, because, you know.
You can't sound snooty.
Sure,
You're broke. How are you going to sound snooty if you're broke? I'm going to enjoy my Lipton. I'm not boycotting anything because I understand that I don't live in the area I can support the innocent lives that on both sides need to be protected, and I am for peace. So I'm gonna drink my Lipton and enjoy it. I ain't boycotting the fuck all thing because I don't play those kind of games online on an app that supports a certain side either way and pretending like I am doing something when I'm doing nothing like Chantal. Bitch.
Like, we went to bring her for her vaccine. And
Talking
now,
with food in your mouth. You have no home training. You have red hijab wearing heifer. And I don't think we didn't notice that. As I said it when I did the edit that I was going to use with Unicorn Pondu before I messed that one up. She's wearing the exact same red hijab that she wore the night that she went on that weird Palestinian rant, which we all keep bringing up. So, yeah, good on you that you notice all of our reactions and you keep wearing it because you know what it sets us. But I need to remind you, not only did she make unfounded, unsubstantiated claims about the level of carnage that was verified at that time, but she's too dumb to look it up. She just automatically assumes that she could say fuck shit without being checked. But then on top of that, because I'm going to remind you, this is the reason why I started reacting to your ugly, godforsaken content and making my own home vlog, is that you said the death of somebody's parent was their karma. You are a demon. And I'm going to keep reminding you of that as you shovel way too much food in your unhappy gullet.
I don't know why he did this, but the vet checked her skin with this, like, he turned the light off and took this, like, black light thing.
And this is where I paused on Unicorn Bondu and went off on the first tangent because the nerve of this bitch thinking that you can bring a stray in and not have a vet do their entire thorough job. I adopted, and I say adopted, we had a bunch of strays that were outside of our old home, and I seen one that was just adorable. Callie was adorable to me, and I wanted to save her. I didn't want her out on the street. We got her in the house. We took her in to the vet, the first checkup. Had to check her for stuff like lice, ticks, and other stuff because she was an outdoor cat. She didn't have any of those things, so we got her shots. Then we came in for the next checkup, got her set up for the appointment to get spayed. It was a whole process, but worth it to have a healthy cat because as soon as even 5 months, which she was when we got her for the first checkup, they can go in the heat. So it is important and vital for the vets to do a thorough checkup of a stray. And this is how we proved you're fucking liar about where you got that cat. You liar.
Skin conditions. So she has a skin condition. He said it's like common in Persian cats.
It's not. And you're a liar. And even if it was common, I wouldn't believe you because your house is filthy and you're a dirty, dirty, nasty person. And you have shown that here and in Canada. And skin conditions in cats are not common. And if it is, what the fuck is going on in Kuwait that is common for cats to get skin? Y'all are gross.
My grandma's cat, Persian cat, had that too. But it's also just...
So you're telling on your family that y'all can't keep your animals from getting fungal conditions? Really? Fucking gross.
common in cats.
It's not.
apparently.
It's not. I'm
He's like, it's
telling
just
you right now, I'm a cat mom. My cat has longer hair. We keep our house clean and we keep our cat clean. We have never, in the full fucking year that we have had Callie, because she's a year old now in November, never had a fungal condition. The fuck is wrong? Just, just, just no. I'm not even gonna play with this. Don't have this cat. We already know that living creatures for you are just accessories. Whether it's a man like Pete's that you throw away, BBJ that you're gonna euthanize, and now this poor little kitty that you took off the streets, but you won't even do your job with her. And it gets worse, y'all. You think it can't get worse, but it gets worse.
airborne. There's nothing you're doing to cause it. It
Bullshit.
looks like
Clean your
bandits to me.
house, you dirty ass
He
bitch.
gave us like this jug of antifungal wash, and we have to get her bathed because I'm not bathing her.
Why'd you bring her in the house? This was when I went off the second time. Because I'm not bathing her. Yeah, she doesn't bath herself, and we could tell that already. Why have a cat if you're not going to take care of the cat? Why? And normally cats are clean creatures. They try to be, but they do need a little bit of extra. You can take it to a groomer. You could have kept a lot of this information out, but you are literally doing this for rage engagement, and I hope you enjoy this because I'm gonna read your red hijab wearing ass tonight.
Freaks out if any drop of water touches her. I don't feel
That's
experienced.
that's all cats and kittens. But you know what? If your cat trusts you, they'll let you clean them. That is what Callie loves it when we groom her. Callie loves it when we pet and play with her because Callie knows we're her family. We love, protect, feed, take care of our pet babies. You are not a good person. That cat deserves so much better. And probably the rat thing too. We never see it, thank goodness. But the cat's always in your videos. She won't even come near you. And you can tell, cats can sense evil, just like dogs.
They're comfortable. So we're gonna bring her to get bathed
That's
with
why
that.
Buster didn't like
It's
her
actually
either.
so common that they have it on the service menu. Fungal bath.
Wow. That's your defense for not taking care of this cat, getting it a literal fucking skin disease? That is common, y'all. You're dirty. Just dirty.
I'm not a vet, and I always admit that I can be wrong, and this is just speculation on my part. But based on what she just said, this sounds an awful lot like ringworm to me.
Yep.
The vet
Not only ringworm, but it feels like she doesn't take care of anything or anyone. And I guarantee you that she probably has rashes too. Because she is a dirty, dirty person. I don't care at this point. Dirty.
pulled out a blacklight to look at her skin, which is something vets will do to check for skin infections. It looks like dander to Chantal again, a sign of ringworm. Required.
And you know what? Like I said, I brought in a stray. We took that baby in, got her checked up, got her checked for different kind, because it's not just the skin stuff. They check for flatworm, they check for all kinds of stuff because your vet wants your pets to live a long, healthy, productive life, especially if they're good. So the fact that she was like, I don't know why he did that, man, why would you want a vet to check for that stuff? And apparently they found something. And apparently you're still too lazy to do the bath that she needs so that it doesn't spread. You're an awful person, Chantal. Awful.
An antifungal shampoo, just like ringworm. But don't worry, guys. The vet told her it's airborne, and it's not because of anything Chantal or Sala did or did not do.
And she doesn't just suffer from diabetes either. She doesn't lie every fucking few words that fall out of her mouth between copious bites of greasy, buttery, or overly sugary foods. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
I'm calling bullshit.
She has that.
Same.
To clear up. Before.
And I went on a rant in the earlier one about cold slaw, and I stand by it. It's gross. Mayo on cabbage and carrots is just disgusting. It defeats the properties and the goodness of both those two vegetables. So I don't care. If you like cold slaw, you don't like me. Boom.
We get her vaccine, and then we can get her fixed. But I don't know why people are freaking out.
Why did you get the vaccine though? I know that they gave some cockamamie me thing. But when we took Callie in for her first appointment and checkup, they gave the first shots then. So where they say it's not a money issue, but it has to be because it cost us a pretty penny to get all the shots, all the treatments because we wanted Callie to have a fun, healthy, productive cat in the cat life. So it is expensive to do that, but she'll never be upfront enough to tell that. And then she has people offering her money to help with this cat, and she's still too prideful. This is a beast, y'all, and I'm so sick of her right now.
Fixed. Like she had a hormone shot which prevents
You gave her Depo. You gave her Depo, which is a human drug to slow the heat. It is not okay. You need to stop this. Get her fixed or shut the fuck up or give the cat away like we have been begging you to do because you are not good for anybody, Chantal.
her from going into heat for like 6 months. So she's fine.
No, she's not.
So
She's not fine. Get her fixed, you fuck. You are a fucked up lit person. Like, for real. Like, I've not been this angry in so long. It isn't even the eating. I can't even hear her eating over the rage that I feel between my ears right now over how she keeps making excuses for why she can't do the bare minimum of pet ownership. And why did you bring this cat into your life then? If it's too much work, don't do it. We know you like to quit jobs. You gave a whole dissertation about how it's never your fault though, how you go from job to job to job. Maybe not being a cat mom. It's not for you. It just isn't. Dirty
she
ass
will be
house.
fixed eventually, but there's no rush because of the hormone shot. So we have
I'm not
time to
even
take care
going
of
for that.
other things.
Other
For
things
someone
like
that
what?
has owned cats for well over 20 years, your stupid ass should know that spaying your female cat has significantly more benefits than just preventing her from reproducing. I know
Exactly.
there's a lot of fat pushing on your brain, so let me break it down for you. Spaying prevents uterine infections and decreases the incidence of breast tumors, which are malignant or cancerous in about 50% of dogs and 90% of cats.
Not only that, and those are very good points, but the fact of the matter is, she is not a smart person or responsible. If Julia even gets out once and is in heat, she's going to end up with kittens. They can have kittens as soon as 5 months in. And it is scary to me to think of Chantal having to deal with a pregnant cat on top of that. I don't even want to think about the nightmare that would be for Julia, for those kittens. No. Mm-mm. Get her fixed, jerk.
Spaying your pet before her first heat offers the best protection from these diseases.
Yep.
You're already past that point
Yep.
because you again neglected to provide the necessary preventative care to your cat.
Yep.
Also, the longer you wait to spay your cat, the less effective spaying will be on preventing these issues.
Yep.
If Julia was spayed before her first heat cycle, there would have been a less than half of a 1% chance that she would develop breast cancer.
Wow.
Each time she's in heat, that chance increases. By the time she's 2.5 years old, there will be virtually no protection from breast cancer even if you get her spayed. Spaying a cat also increases their life expectancy by 3 to 5 years on average, unless you're an evil bitch who gets off on their cat being put down and put in a bag. So yes, Chantal, the amount of time you are wasting not proving preventative care for Julia is important. You fat, useless animal abusing sack of shit.
Thank you. That is the energy that I needed. Now, granted, I still love so many of you reaction channels that can keep it calm, keep it under 100, call her out on her fuck shit without going low. But for me, since I don't plan on this ever being monetized because, bitch, I don't make my money on YouTube, I'm going low because she enraged me with this Julia stuff. The excuses, the blaming of the people, because we haven't even gotten to that, because apparently it's our fault for her putting her life on here and us judging her for not taking care of that cat. I can't stand this woman. I can't stand her. It isn't even about how she eats anymore. It's just everything about her irks me. The fakeness, the fuckery, the jealousy, because that's coming up too if Chicken Pickle left that in. That shit made me laugh because I know you're watching me, Heifer. Stay mad. Stay jealous. I'll stay happy in my home. Oh, the eye rolls.
She's not in pain. She's not suffering.
How would you know? How would you know? You're not a cat. She's not in pain. She's not suffering. Her body's changing. I don't know how to help her. I'm too busy shoveling my feelings in copium amount of foods. Shut up, Chantal. You don't know because you don't care, you demon-looking heifer.
Biological function.
Fucking
anyway.
pork bitch.
Not her fault.
That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
But also, it is directly your fault.
Yep.
If you would have had the preventative treatment she needed, she would have never went into heat at all.
Or better yet, if you never took the fucking cat in the first place. Why'd you need a cat? You did that to give a middle finger to everybody who's still upset over the BBJ thing, who is still upset over Sam, who's still upset over the documented squalor you had both those cats in, who is upset over the Timbits. I don't know much about that. I'm still finding out that history. You have a bad history with living things, whether they're pets or people, Chantal. You burned your friend, like I said in the last react to you. You talk shit about her kids when she was defending you against an abuser and taking abuse from both of you. You are a disgusting individual, and I do not feel bad critiquing your stuff because it's like you said, this is your job and we're your bosses. So this is a boss, peer, and all kinds of review. You get an F- for life again.
I can't wait to see a giant ringworm circle on your smug face.
So just to clear that up, so it's not about money.
I don't care anymore.
I've had people
You broke bitch.
Can we send you money for the vet? No, we don't.
And let me just say this much. I know that there are so many of yous out there that are doing this because you care about Julia. Yous are compassionate, good people. And I never want you to think that you're not. I know you're doing it because you care about Julia. You see the amount of shit this idiot does with food. Don't waste your money. It won't go to Julia's care. So don't give her money. She doesn't care about that cat. You would be giving her money to indulge in more gluttony. She doesn't need it. She keeps saying she doesn't need it. Stop offering her. Let's see how long this charade stays up. When that dries up, when all the offers to help out dry up, let's see if she's still singing that tune. I want to see it.
I don't need it.
Bullshit. But thanks anyway. Fuck you.
Anybody that is offering to send this lump of fat money to take Julia to the vet was clearly not around for the times Chantal received money to take Sam and BBJ to the vet.
Boom.
And never did.
Exactly.
Also, whoever that is stupid.
That's the reason behind it. Cancel culture is insane. Me, I'm just like, whatever.
Ma'am, I've never canceled you. You and never was. I am finding so much about you now because I am new to girl world and all of this. I'm not even going after the other two because honestly speaking, I have a beef with Candy. I really hope that she stays on her weight loss journey and she seems okay. And I don't even have a beef with ALR because honestly, I heard her speaking and like 5 minutes later, I was like, oh, she's just young and dumb. I don't really care about her. You, on the other hand, we're around the same age. I'm only 6 years your senior. And you get on my nerves because nothing is ever your fault. You're talking about cancel culture. Ma'am, you have poop stories and vomit stories. You have a history of using up men like a fucking energy vampire and then casting them to the side. You run after any bit of excitement. And then when you're not excited, we can tell because the only true love of your life is copious amounts of greasy, fatty, sugary foods. Fuck off, Chantal. For real.
If you want to cancel me,
Sure.
go for it.
Can't cancel what never was. You're only famous here on YouTube and it's more infamous. So stop talking about cancel culture, you psychopath.
What is there left to cancel?
Yeah.
We all know you'll be here until you finally stroke out. We're not canceling you, we're just talking shit about you.
If someday
Life is gonna cancel her too. Let's just be honest. Fatty to literal death fat, you are doing the job that you think we're doing. The fact that we're still angry enough to talk about you should show you that you're still a little bit interesting. But it is only to pick apart the flaws and the fakeness and the fuckery. Like those fake meatballs you tried to say that you made when we know you got them out of the bag. The fact that you were there a whole year and you're finally starting to get kitchenware cutlery. The fact that your anniversary is supposedly coming up and this is how you spend the day before you're supposedly celebrating with your man, complaining about not being a decent pet owner, having a dirty enough house for your cat to have a skin condition, and cancel culture. Yeah, we believe you're in love, you liar.
if social media doesn't work out for me, I'll do something else. It might be more difficult, but it's not impossible.
Wait, what?
And I like to just think.
You spent your last live or whatever you want to call it video literally sitting there shoveling a bunch of food in your face talking about all the jobs you went through and lost. 16 years of Chantal career fails and blaming shit on your mental health. So you think if you lost this and social media, whatever the fuck that means, I guess you failed TikTok too, that you're gonna be okay? That hubby of yours is really gonna keep you when you bring in no income, you don't cook, you can't clean, you can't take care of the animals that you've both got, but he's gonna keep you without the YouTube money? We need to get this person on some antipsychotics, antidepressants, and a real reality check because she's not operating on reality right now. You are full on delusional if you think all that
I can always adapt to whatever situation God throws at me. Who am I to judge his plan? Just say alhamdulillah.
It is, and I will not stop saying this because I've said it in several reacts, and I mean it. This is the direct result of gold sticker culture, of rewarding somebody constantly for bare minimum effort. She takes any little positive, like when she got that buyout towards the end of that one job she was talking about. I don't know, was half asleep during that. And they offered her a severance to get rid of her ass. Oh, that was just my fate giving me that. Any kind of breakup is always, oh, that door closed, but another one open. This man who's trying to get his papers to Canada slid into her DMs and, oh no, that's Allah showing me the way. Get the fuck out of here. You are a complete parody of what it means to be a human being, and you know it. And the only saving grace is that we find you interesting enough to make fun of. But I am getting to the point where you are really not even worth it because it's just sad. You're a delusional, sad, awful human being who does not deserve anything but the karma that you keep invoking that is coming around. And I'm looking forward. I'm sticking around just so I can see it.
And move on, you know? It's all we can do.
I think, honestly, at this point, she's bracing him because the money is drying up. We're getting even bored of reacting to this. I feel it like collectively, people are getting tired of Chantel's shit. Even Chantel's tired of Chantel's shit. It's a collective, why are we still doing this, that I feel she's even feeling. So she's bracing herself and Salah for that real reality that pretty soon this ain't gonna be bringing in any money. But I see there's a little bit left, so I think what's coming up is coming up. And this is how I know she's watched my home vlog, she's watched my reacts, and I got words for you, bitch. It's coming up.
Certain circumstances.
Well, if this YouTube career doesn't last, you can always make a living as a hot dog eating champion, because I have no doubts you can deep throat way more hot dogs than anybody else on earth.
True that.
At any time. That's why I'm crabby.
Bullshit. Crabby because you're crabby.
Things to do. I haven't had any time to, Oh, hello, chicken.
No one believes you. No one cares. You're not busy. You sit at home on TikTok, stewing and lying and making fake. You made a video talking about your trip to Thailand when you conveniently left $2,000 out of the full total. You waste money, you eat too much, and you don't have a life. Stop trying to pretend like you're busy, you fucking liar.
finished my meal plan for the week.
How the fuck do you not have the time to do literally anything? You literally film yourself eating, which takes
Exactly.
no extra time from your day. Because you
Exactly.
were already going to sit there and stuff your face.
Exactly.
You edit down the video and upload it.
Yep.
That is literally it. You don't have kids. You don't have any other responsibilities.
And she don't take
you
care
might
of her
cook
pets.
one meal a day, and that's being very generous.
Yep.
You would never make it in the real world.
Nope.
You wouldn't survive one day in the life of the moms and dads out there that do more in the first 2 hours of the day than you do in a week.
Point
You're just
blank. My alarm goes off by 8 o'clock each morning because even though my son is 18, he's still in school. We have a routine and a schedule that I stick to keep the house running because he goes to a virtual school to finish up his high school diploma. It is constant work and it has been for the last 18 years. But add on top of that, we have our indoor cat and the outdoor cats to take care of. We have a full ass amazing home life. And it drives me nuts that Chantel fakes her way through this and thinks she can talk about being tired. Bitch, what you tired from? You do nothing. Your house is filthy, and we know because you never show it. If you had a nice, clean, luxurious apartment, like when you first showed it off before y'all moved in, you would constantly be showing it. And I don't give a fuck about that whole privacy thing. Why can't you show the floors? Because you know the floors are dirty, full of fucking clothes and stuff. We've seen it a few times. So yeah, whatever. You filthy bitch.
fucking lazy.
Get the groceries. I think so.
More groceries? You just did a grocery haul. You just did, and I don't want to react to those grocery hauls, y'all. I know there's speculation on why they get so many groceries. The running gag now is he's probably selling them out the back in the new SUV so they can make some money there. I don't care how much groceries they get in. I think it's ridiculous that she keeps doing these hauls because apparently that's where the views are right now. And stop giving this heifer views. She's sickening.
I'm not ashamed to admit that.
You should be ashamed to admit that you go through that much food if it's for real in less than 2 weeks. I have a two full grown men in here that can probably either ways. I'm a big girl myself, and we do not go through as much food as you allegedly go through in less than 2 weeks' time. It is not sane or healthy, the amount of a food that you allegedly go through. We've seen your hauls. It don't make sense.
Sometimes I can't face the grocery store. He's quicker.
Ma'am, we know. We watched. We watched you barely get halfway through and then go to the bathroom, but actually went to go sit in the car. And then 3 or 4 shopping carts were wheeled out to your car that you were too busy sitting in. And like I said, after the pandemic, we started using pickup delivery stuff. So there's no shame to that game normally, but I don't like you. So everything you say just irks me a little bit more. And the fact that you're bragging about being too exhausted to do this and too exhausted to do that when you do nothing, shut the fuck up.
He's not mentally ill. So he goes.
You're not mentally ill either because you're not diagnosed. And I'm not going to stop saying that. Get a diagnosis, get actual help, and then whine about your mental illness. Until then, all this is empty trauma dumped in from somebody who gets their diagnosis from looking it up on Google, and you're sickening.
But we go on video.
Thank you for proving my point. You're so lazy you can't even get your ass off the couch to go to the grocery store.
Exactly.
But don't worry, guys. She keeps him on video chat the entire time to make sure he goes straight to the store and back.
Because she doesn't trust him because it's not a real marriage and she gets mad when people say that. But if it was a real marriage, right now my partner is downstate with his parents, enjoying time with his mom and dad, helping them out with some stuff. Because when you're in a loving, trusting relationship, you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to take the next couple of days that I have to myself and relax. Right. Keep my house together. That's what happens when you're in a good relationship. You can't even let your man go to the store without checking up on him because you're insecure. You're not in a real relationship, so you have to make sure that he's really going to the store. I can't imagine what that feels like anymore. I went through that 20 years ago with a bum who didn't love me, and it was misery. And I love that you're going through that now, that you can't be in a real relationship with a real partner that you can trust to be out of your sight. You insecure heifer.
Sometimes I'm in the mood to go, but so maybe I'll do a grocery haul.
No one
Our
cares.
anniversary's tomorrow.
So she's confirming they got married on November 11th, which was what? 9 days after she arrived in Kuwait for the first time.
Not only that, but this is what you do. It's the day before your literal anniversary, something that should be a big thing. And we said in FFG's chat when I got back to it that we all know, those of us who come from like big families and those who are brown especially, we know how families normally celebrate weddings, especially with big celebrations. The brides are decked out in beautiful gowns and jewelry, and there's family there. Females especially, because they want to train the new bride to be there for the groom, especially in more traditional families. Now it's a bit different here in the States, but there are still families that indulge in that. So I know what I'm talking about when I say that if this was a real wedding and a real marriage, we would have seen something like that. I don't give a fuck. They talk about privacy, but there is absolutely no way his family, if they were influential at all or in their lives, would have let her be on tape showing that they don't have kitchenware, that their house isn't fully decorated, all the stuff that, like, I'm married a man whose family is more secular Christian, and we do not go without. And I know the secular Muslim families are the same way, especially in that country. So the fact that she's bragging about an anniversary when we know there was no real wedding, man, nah. Especially with the shit she's about to say.
So we are planning on
So
going
sloppy.
out.
Get a bib. Why can't you eat without spilling food on yourself? You make us fat girls look so bad. You're sloppy. Sloppy, nasty.
And then later when we come home,
Touching the kitchen. I already hate her for Julia. This is
I
making
thought
me
we would
mad.
also celebrate by going live and playing music.
So, it's your wedding anniversary. My anniversary, I'm not thinking about being online at all because the shit we do is not safe for work or really anybody's business. But you stay telling on yourself that your literal wedding anniversary night, you and him would rather sit on camera. You're going to force him to work for his contract and play that god awful music for who? Because I'm not going to sit through it. FFG might do a live during that time, and I might like secondhand watch it that way. But there is no fucking way I would give y'all direct pity views for your pity anniversary day. This sounds sad. This sounds really. I almost feel bad for you, but I don't.
Count me the fuck out.
For me,
Exactly.
with gift giving, it's always the thought that counts. Like,
Is this preemptive for you to say that you're not going to get anything because y'all are broke? I understand it. I would relate to it if you weren't such a lying, fraudy, fucked up person who watches these reacts and gets jealous at those of us who strive to have better and found partners who care about us. If you weren't such a bitter, pickle guzzling, ranch dressing, swilling, just awful human being, cat abusing human being, maybe, just maybe, I feel bad for the fact that you are still chasing the love that you'll never get. But I don't. So it is what it is.
I saw a TikTok. This girl was like,
Get to the point.
what would you do if your man gave you this ring after like years of dating? And it was like a small ring. It was
Ma'am, you're on TikTok chronically, and I know that you're using that as a dig to those of us reaction channels, me especially, since I have been in your face about the fact that I am engaged. I got a house because I didn't want a wedding because it was a better investment for us to get a house and land. By 40, you should have property and equity and stuff. I will still keep saying that, even though some people don't agree. And I say this as somebody who fucked up my finances early on, but I got it right. So, no, I don't want to hear you talking about that girl with the tiny diamond because at least she got a diamond. You didn't. You had to try to buy yourself a ring from Natter and ended up looking like a full ass fool.
A super small diamond.
You mean like mine, the small but pretty diamond, my real diamond that costs
And she
money?
was like making
Okay.
fun of it. It's like,
That's because there are kids on TikTok that don't know the value of love. And they do. They put their value in the size of stuff. And that call is tiny, but it really isn't. It fits my finger perfectly. When I look at it, I think of how nervous my partner was when he opened that box and asked me. Probably because at the time you never know. You never know what you're gonna get with 10. I'm a Gemini. 1 minute I'm sour, 1 minute I'm sweet. I'm like a fucking Sour Patch Kid. But I was just so emotionally touched by the fact that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me that I just was happy. And that's what you feel when somebody proposes to you normally, when somebody you love proposes to you. But if you can only focus on the trinket and not the fucking symbolism behind the trinket, you're not in a real relationship. And that is my mama wisdom for that. It is about the fact that somebody wants to spend the rest of their life with you. It isn't about the size of the diamond, but it's always the bitches who can't get diamonds that have words to say about diamonds.
you be appreciative. Like, it's love is not measured by how much an expensive ring you can buy someone. Some relationships.
Says a woman who buys her own rings. I don't know. Couldn't be me, man. I'm wearing two rings that have been given to me by a man who actually wants to be with me, so I can't relate to this.
The man is rich and he buys all kinds of fancy jewelry for the woman, but he treats her like crap and cheats, for example, you know?
That never happened to you, so I don't know what you're going on about. You literally bought shit for a crackhead and then bought a ring for yourself and he treated you like shit, but there was no rich man that was treating you well. So I don't understand where this scenario is coming from. Stop letting the voices in your head make up shit for you, Chantal. And get diagnosed because you sound schizophrenic. And I'm telling you this as a schizophrenic. You need help.
What would you rather have? A loving husband or boyfriend?
I have that. What do you have? A contract husband? While you're sitting there shoveling chicken in your face? There's a difference between those of us who have a stable, strong relationship. I know it's fuck all. I would not be online live on my wedding anniversary a year in playing some crappy ass music and for what? You just got an eBay, basically. I just couldn't be me. It really couldn't.
Who treats you with
How about a man that just treats you like you're treating that chicken right now? That just wants to ravish you the way you're ravishing that chicken because you are so focused on trying to get to that chicken skin that you can't even get out the point you're trying to make. Spit it out already. You're killing me right now.
love, respect, gives you all the attention in the world?
Nope. I'd rather have stability on top of the love and respect and a house and a place to lay my head safely, arms to hold me at night, and even when he's away, calls to make sure that I'm all right. That's what I think is a good relationship. But I've had the fake, so I understand why this one chases any old thing. But if I could tell you that it would be better, but you're not a good person, so I don't think it will be for you. But anybody else that's currently in a bad situation or alone, just love yourself a little bit. Don't be a fraud, and you will find love. I just want to see how Chicken Pickle wraps this up. That's the only reason why I'm doing this full one. And I know I've gone over an hour, but I had to read this bitch after that. And I honestly thought the ring thing was just a weird lean, but she, like with the schizophrenic thing, is a weird lean. She watches so many of our reaction channels that I can't help but feel that she is trying to take like sideways digs at people, and it's not going to work because no matter what, you just admitted that you're going to spend your literal anniversary online live. Why? It's weird.
Would never hurt you.
Shut up.
Or someone, you know, who just buys you expensive things but ignores you.
You do know that there are people out there that find good men that can do both, that can take care, pay attention, buy you nice things, get you the things you want. And honestly, in this world, most partnerships means everybody's doing the equal thing. Like, our house is being paid off by both of us. The mortgage is split 50-50 because we want to keep our home. Bills are split 50-50 because in the partnership, two people are really needed to keep things sustainable. But we see how you are, Chantal, and it's exhausting right now because you're still trying to convince us that you found this rich Arab sugar daddy taking care of you and you're just a dainty little princess, but you're literally shoveling food in your mouth for view money. So who are you trying to fool? You just said in another mukbang that this is how you make your money. So please stop whatever this is.
Cheats. Secretive. You know, no thanks.
Shut up.
Me, I don't care about those things. Like, if I have...
You don't care about those things because you've never lived that life. I don't know what fantasy Hallmark channel or whatever the young kids watch for their movie of the week now. I don't know where you're getting these scenarios, but that was never your life. So please stop. Because you're not talking from a place of actual knowledge and wisdom. You're just making shit up as you shovel. Just shovel the chicken in your mouth. Do us a favor. Finish this chicken and shut the fuck up.
What I need in life to survive, I'm happy.
So what you need in life: carbs, sugar, greasy foods, contract husband, and sitting on the floor in Kuwait with your cat that needs to be spayed with her fungus infection. Yeah, I'm totally jealous, y'all. I don't know. That's the life, y'all. We should all totally be jealous of this heifer's life.
Shelter, love.
Sounds to me like you're talking about your relationship with Nader. And honestly, that's very unappreciative because he very thoughtfully gave you the gift of gonorrhea of the throat. Also, tell us your husband isn't doing anything special for you for your first anniversary without telling us. I guarantee if Salah only gave you the food you needed to survive, you'd be on the next flight back to Canada.
I just wanted to answer that. But I really have to learn not to... I think I'm just going to ignore or really try hard to any kind of...
She's not going to ignore, and that's why I love doing these. You started upgrading your kitchenware because you can't ignore us. You started talking about your mental health and the fact that I said this is not therapy and you shouldn't trauma dump and you should get help because you can't ignore us. We know you're not ignoring these channels, Chantal. So I'm going to keep saying it again. Get help. Get real life. Develop a liking for yourself so that you can work on maybe slimming down so that you're not holding your partner back. Stop airing all your business and then saying that you want privacy and just move on. Move on if YouTube is too much for you. Move on if you're tired. But if you're gonna stay on here, you better hope that people stay interested in your heifer ass bullshit. Because right now, you are by a thread. People are losing patience with you. It's not even worth getting mad at you anymore. We just don't want to see that poor kitty suffer.
Comments about all that stuff. Pets, whatever.
Why do you even
You mean, why did you get the cat? Like, why did you get Julia if you don't want to take care of her? I'm going to let Chicken Pickle say it because I know we're all saying the same thing. You shouldn't have done this. You're a selfish ass bitch.
bother saying this? We know you'll be raging about what reaction channels and viewers said tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I ate like most of the chicken, pretty much all of it.
No shit.
Not all the fries though. Honestly, just the
Oh.
chicken and coleslaw would have been enough.
Just one box of the chicken would have been enough. It's absolutely ridiculous that you can wolf down this amount of food and act like you're a dainty queen because you didn't finish your fries. Anyway, I'm sure we'll get some cheesy, awful, cringy love video tomorrow to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Chantal's celibacy. I'll see you later, little gherkins.
See you later, Chicken Pickle. And to wrap this up, because it's already an hour long, but I really wanted you to see in real time how annoyed I was with all the stupid digs and bullshit that comes out of this woman's mouth. She's gonna have her sad anniversary tomorrow. I don't know. I plan on sitting in FFG's afternoon chat after I get the morning stuff done for the house because I really do like the Crackhead Olympics. I don't know if I want to sit through the sad anniversary, y'all. It depends on how we feel. I'm just aggravated and annoyed by the lack of care for Julia, the lack of care for herself, the lack of care Chantal gives everything in life. And she still just keeps thinking her bare minimum effort is going to keep getting rewarded. But she keeps invoking karma. And that is the funny thing about karma. It does eventually come to collect. And that's the only thing I can look forward to in this sad ass saga. But I'll be back, y'all. I know I will. I know it's Vlogmas. I know she's the gag gift that keeps on giving, so I will probably keep trying to react to this. But this one was infuriating. It was enraging. The earlier stuff that I recorded using Unicorn Pondu, I had to pause. I didn't even get through the end of it because I was so pissed at the Julia thing. And then I heard the ring thing and I didn't hear that she had watched the TikTok. So I thought, as usual, and it still could be a backhanded comment to the fact that I show off my ring. I don't care. I love my diamond and I love the person that gave it to me and he loves me. And I hope you stay mad, Heifer. But I'll be back next time.